Phin family. How's everybody doing? Thanks for joining us on this night's Ladies Podcast. I'm joined with my co-host, Tara. How you doing, girl?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I think we sit here tonight in the stage. We go back to the stages of grief, as we had lost our 7 straight. We won 7 straight and now we lost. So I'm back at the stages of grief.
I'm not really feeling that bad about it, to be honest with you. For me, it was going to be too hard to come back. It just was. It was great that we did the 7 in a row, but it just was too much to come back from, I thought.
Yes.
You can't go 1-7 like that and then expect, especially towards the later season, I felt all along Titans were going to give us a problem.
Yes.
And they did.
Absolutely.
And they did.
Whether or not, weather had nothing to do with it. I don't think weather had anything to do with it. As much as everybody is saying that, I have to stand strong and say, you know what? You and I both spoke about it. We both spoke that offense had to put points on the board. We had 3. We needed points on the board to win the game. We failed at that. And that's just really the bottom line with it, right?
Yeah. I in fact, I even saw some tweets out there that said something about the defense failed us. And boy, does that fucking make me mad.
Yes.
Because we went into the fourth quarter and it was 17-3. Still could come back. 17-3. Our offense did nothing. Put 3 points on the board. You really think your defense failed your team? Come on. They can't hold forever.
Right.
They gave you how many? 8 possessions to score? 8 or 9 possessions to score, and you came out with 3? This was definitely not on the defense. Defense got us that 7 in a row.
Yeah.
I didn't see shit from offense. How many points? What was our highest scoring game in our 7-game winning streak? Do you know? I don't know. I don't remember. But it wasn't a lot. So I don't want to hear it. I do not. My defense did not fail this team. Good evening, Rod. How are you?
Hey, Rod. Thanks for joining us, buddy. He says a nice clusterfuck on Sunday. I like that. That sums it up, Rod. We really appreciate that one. And here we are, year build 3 and no playoffs. Things got to change.
But are we really so, I know there's a bunch of people on the, get rid of Tua. Are we really considering this a 3rd year, or I would consider this Tua's. How do we consider it? Tua's 1st year, 2nd year? I mean, what do we? I don't know. I'm so confused about that.
Well, I mean, he hasn't played a full season, so we really can't. I don't know. I mean, you're right. You're right. I don't know, but I think what we do know is things have to change.
Yeah, but who's going to do the changing? Yeah, who's going to do the changing?
Changing what needs to change? There's so much that's going on.
We've been saying this,
right?
We've been saying this for years.
Mm-hmm.
Something needs to happen. We need to do this. And nothing's happening.
Right.
So, I could sit here all day.
Rod says Greer's got to go. I do have to say this though. What came out of this season was Waddle, Jalen Phillips, and Holland.
Yeah.
As I thought about it though, Rod, in all honesty, I thought that too. Greer's got to go, right, Tara? I said that.
Yeah.
But then I thought to start to reevaluate myself, and I thought, you know what? Those 3 right there are superstars. And he had something to do with that.
Right. But that's one draft. He's been here how many years?
21. 21. I've been counting 21.
Yeah, but again, if he goes, Flores is going to go.
Right.
And
Right.
I just don't want to see Flores go.
A
I
lot of
just
people
don't.
are talking about Flo leaving, and you know what? I like him to stay. I think
Yeah.
I do. We might be the honest of the last people because, all of a sudden we lost one, but we won 7 straight. So he did
Right.
something. He did something in
But
that
then you
time.
have people that say, well, we wouldn't be 1-7 in the beginning.
That's true. But he turned it around, though.
Yeah, I think in the beginning, our defense wasn't as stellar as it ended up being because we were missing some people. Raekwon Davis was out. Howard was nursing an injury. And so, I'm a fan of Flores, and I hope that he stays. I hope that they do something about, this 2 offensive coordinator shit. Please get rid of it.
I would like just one. Yes.
Although
I would like that change to be made.
I thought that only one person was calling the plays the last few games. Godsey, I thought.
Godsey, yeah.
What? Yeah, but who? I don't know. Okay, our offensive line.
Right.
I see. Rod saying that we have this awful line, and yeah, it's not the best, but the last 7 games they've been better. They've certainly given to a time.
Average. That's my word I'm using. Average.
Well, okay, that's your word. They have given him time. They have given him. After the game, I decided to rewatch, and I told you this. I was going to rewatch, and I was taking notes. I got bored with it, but
God love you, girl.
Yeah, he had a lot of time. Overthrew a lot.
Yes.
And so I was getting annoyed watching that. So I ended up stopping because I was like, it was a bad game. Bad game for Tua.
Yes.
Really bad.
I agree.
And I don't think blaming, and I'm just talking this fucking game, all right? It's like you can't have a conversation with people.
Oh, man.
I don't want to hear, I'm talking about this game. This game, the O-line did what they needed to do, gave him the time, and he stunk. Now, does that mean he's a shitty player? No, I don't know. I personally, as far as Tua goes, I don't follow college football. I'm a casual college football
as myself.
fan.
I've already said
I know the big teams.
Either.
I know the big coaches. Right. I don't follow the players. So when we hear that we're getting Tua, I'm like, I don't know anything about him. I really don't. I knew he got injured because that was big news, right? I don't know shit about him. So I had to get my opinions from other people. And so there were the people that were like so super excited that we drafted this kid. He was going to dominate. He's just amazing. He's this, he's that. All right. I'm getting excited, right? And then you have the other side that pointed out the things that were, not so great about him. Right. I never saw anybody hate Tua. I just saw people that were like, no, I would rather have had Herbert, this guy's this, he's a little, injury prone, whatever. So that's where I'm getting my info on this kid. So then, we don't see him very much first season. We see a lot of Fitzpatrick. And so I started to formulate my own opinion, right? I don't love Tua. I don't hate Tua. I don't like the fact that he's not doing better, because if he's not doing good, that means my fucking team is not doing good. And at the end of the day, I want my team to win. So it gives me no pleasure that we're struggling or he's struggling, because I want my fucking team to win. And personally, I don't see what I certainly don't see somebody dominating. That I don't see. Does he have some good throws? Yeah. You know, occasionally you get these beautiful throws and you go, oh, then we get excited. Oh, yeah. Everybody's getting a hard on the timeline. Oh, my God, did you see that throw? And then you get stupid bonehead plays. Stupid. And for me, the one play that drove me the absolute maddest was the throw to Mac Hollins. And hey, Rick, that to me said volumes. Are you are telling me that this kid is dominant with that kind of throw to Mac Hollins right there in front of? Oh no, I no, that made me the maddest. Does that mean I say get him out of here? No, I don't say get out of here. I do say you better fucking explore something just in case, because
well, we already know that that's happening. They're already exploring. They've been exploring since the beginning of the season.
And what is it that they are seeing that the rest of the fan base cannot see?
Right.
That's my thing. They see these players day in, day out. They see them more than we do. So something tells me we're not going to like what they see. We don't like what they see. They see something about him, you know, and it's unfortunate because I want to get to the end. I want to get to the Super Bowl.
Right.
I don't think
he get to the Super Bowl.
That
is our goal here. No matter who they have on the team.
Can we get there with him? Can we get there with him?
Oh, you're asking me that question?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't. Do you?
I think this. I think everything has to be perfect for him. If everything were perfect,
players,
perfect receivers, perfect line, perfect everything. If everything is perfect, then sure, why not? Okay. But how often do you get a perfect everything?
Never. We never get a perfect anything.
Yes, and listen,
no team gets a perfect everything.
I don't believe that.
But I'm straight honest in saying no. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't see consistency. I see great weapons around him. I see Gesicki. I see even Smythe. I like him. He is stepping up. Waddle.
Yeah.
I mean, even Adam Shaheen, when he gets the ball, good.
Yeah.
Like him. He is the, I mean.
Is that Sheldon? I don't mean to interrupt you, but is that Sheldon? I can't tell. I don't have my glasses on. But
Hi, Sheldon. We love you. Yes, we do. I do. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, he has the weapons. We can name so many that are all good. Plus we have Duke, we have Lindsay. So he does have those weapons. Are they great? Well, you just said it. Nobody's great. But can they make plays? Absolutely, they can make plays.
Yeah, so I agree. So I see our receivers making amazing catches. I mean, you gotta jump up and these one-hand catches. I see them trying to make things happen. I just don't know. Do you need the elite quarterback to get there? I don't think you do.
No, I'm in agreement with you there. Now that
But
I'm in agreement with that.
I think you do need better than average
You
when
need
other things.
consistency.
Yeah,
In
and
weather, you need consistency. We play in the
that's
AFC.
gonna be a problem.
There's
That's gonna
snow
be a
here in
problem.
Buffalo. We're expecting
Yeah,
2 feet of snow tomorrow, man.
yeah,
Around the same time they played last year, right? They played last year here, what, January 2nd or whatever the hell it was, so depressing.
yeah.
3rd,
That big blowout we had. Yeah, yeah,
right, Jared?
um,
Snow, rain,
yeah,
sleet. I
yeah.
mean, all of it. I just, you have to be able to play in that weather. I mean, did you see Mike Gazicki? I don't know who asked him, Omar or somebody had asked him, were you guys ready to play? Did you have a backup for the rain? His answer, no.
And of
No?
course, everybody is taking that and saying that, oh, fire Coach Flores. Da, da, da,
Right,
da.
right. I don't see that to be I don't think he
Look,
meant that. You?
I thought Tennessee has a good rush defense, a really good rush defense. They have a poor pass defense,
Mm.
not so good pass defense, right? So I thought the game plan. Remember, the first few plays were pretty fucking good, and they were
Yes,
passes.
absolutely.
So I thought the game plan was not bad. I thought the execution of the game plan was bad. And so I get the idea. Okay, their weakness is their pass defense. Let's pass, and that was working the first few plays.
Yes.
Then how many balls were overthrown? How many balls short? I mean, it just, and yeah, Duke Johnson got some yards, but you
7.
don't think the Titans were gonna be shutting that down? I mean, I get the
Right.
whole,
And
I get the
Waddle
idea.
shutting him down, absolutely. But then you
Yeah,
have to find another way. If they're gonna shut Waddle down, Duke down after especially what he did, you know,
well,
the previous game, but then you have to find another way.
I'm not going to be a fan of a quarterback that needs that one receiver
Great,
to
thank you.
thrive.
That's what I
Um,
say. Yep.
So if he's only going to connect with Waddle, that's going to be a problem. It's
Right.
going to be a problem. Sorry, Sheldon. This game, I'm going to disagree with you. I don't
Uh-oh.
believe
Here she
that
goes, Sheldon. Hold
I
on,
don't
buddy.
believe that the O-line was awful. You are not. I watched the
Well,
game
Sheldon, excuse
again.
me just for a minute, but Sheldon came in last, so just recap
Yeah.
on what you said.
So I rewatched the game, and I wanted to see how much time Tua had to throw the ball, how many bad throws he threw, high balls, outside balls, short balls. The offensive line was not awful. It was not. I know that you want this kid to be so good that you have to say, well, the line was awful. It was not awful. It was not awful this game. Now, I'm talking this game. I'm not talking the whole season. This game, the line was there. Sure, a couple bad plays. But on the whole, the line was not awful. Tua was awful. Now, why? I don't know. He was awful this game. He just didn't have it. Is it cold weather? I don't know. I have no idea. But he had 2 fumbles,
Right.
almost 2 to 3 interceptions, overthrow. I don't know how many high balls. That pass to Mac Hollins was atrocious. That to me was the worst pass. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I mean, my jaw dropped. How can you miss that badly?
Right. And I think
Are you
Sheldon,
gonna?
what we're saying is he needs to be consistent, and that he's
Yeah.
not. I mean, O-line or not, yes, our O-line has not been the best. I mean, I say average, this because I do agree with Tara. I feel they have gotten better as time has gone on. I mean, Austin, we know Jackson has penalty issues, continues to have those. So there are a couple of people I think Tara and I will both say need to go.
He was benched. He was benched. Austin Jackson was benched. But you are not going to convince. I mean, I'm just talking. Today is about this last game.
Yeah, right. Yes.
Okay. And the O-line, they did enough.
Right. And
this,
if you do
me,
kind of throw in the pocket and your person is being covered, you do need to take a look around quickly to be able to get it to another receiver.
I'm starting to get the feeling that Tua is a one read kind of guy. If his first read is not there, he falls apart. As far as
what do we think though? Do we think because he's still, a lot of people say because he's still new, Tara, because he hasn't played complete seasons?
Listen, that could be, but I'm going to tell you this. You sold a very different quarterback to me. Remember, I had no idea who he was until we drafted him, or just before when we were tanking for Tua, and I saw all these opinions. You sold a very, very different quarterback to me. You sold me the left hand of God. That's what I saw everywhere. Oh my God, the left hand of God. We are going to dominate. That's not what I've seen at all. At all. Not even close. This is why you don't anoint players before they even play one down in the NFL. You don't say they're this, that, and the other. Let them play one fucking game.
Right.
Now you've got two sides fighting, right? The people that hate. I don't think I've ever seen one person, at least on my feed, ever say they just hate him. I've seen people say, he's this, he's that, he can't do this. And then I see, but he's this, and it's this fault, and their fault, and this fault. Where's the happy medium? He is not what you presented to me.
Right.
He is not.
Well, you know what? I like him. Will I perceive that if we do move on from him, will I be upset? No. I will not be upset. No, I will not. And I have said it. Tara has said it. We both will not be upset if he moves on because our goal is to win the fucking Super Bowl. Now, my goal now is just to get to the fucking playoffs. I mean, I can't even look at a fucking Super Bowl because we're not even there at all.
Which is really sad because I think we have a Super Bowl caliber defense.
And weapons on offense, wide receivers, yes. Tight ends, those are Super Bowl material too. Yes.
I think it's really sad because are we going to waste this Super Bowl caliber defense and then for what next year? What the hell are we going to do next year? Who is coming in?
Yeah.
I mean, all right, let's say this. I'll give you this. Let's throw a shit ton of money in free agency on the line. Give him what he needs to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just do that. I don't even know what to say. I'm disappointed.
And if that's what they do, fine. That's fine because I like Tua. He wears our uniform. We've always been very, very straight about that. We will support him, both of us.
Yeah.
You and I, we will support him. But if we move on, and God, please just wait till after this week because Dolphin Land has been a fucking disaster with Watson, this, that, holy shit. I mean, I'm getting a fucking headache just even thinking about it and talking about it right now, in all honesty. People have asked about Watson. I mean, I think if he has his legal allegations cleared, it is what it is. You and I said that before too.
Yeah. Listen, when this whole shit started, when all of this started about Watson, if there is a top 5 quarterback sitting there available and wants to come to you, Who the fuck is going to say no? Now, I believe you have to explore that, right? But maybe his allegation, there's just too much to even
I do
do
believe
it.
there's too much bullshit. But
I don't know.
who are we though? We're not lawyers. We're not anybody. I don't fucking
Right.
know what's going on. If it's
I-
clear when the Dolphins make that, executive decision, we don't own. I would love to own the Dolphins, but you and I do not own the Dolphins.
Unfortunately, but
not,
we live in a world where we're driven by emotion and not logic. And so it's very hard on social media because everybody's, driven by emotion. And
Right.
so I don't.
It's a business. It's a business. The NFL is a business. Do your
How many
job.
players? How
If
many
you don't do your
players?
job, then see you later.
How many players on our team have been in trouble with the law?
Oh, many.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Rick is making fun of our quarterback's height. Not funny. Not
No.
funny.
know-
Although I do think that a couple of his throws may have been due to his height a little bit. I'm telling you, that's the first thing, my first game in Miami where I was seeing him for the first time. It was shocking to me how little he looked to me. I had never really, I hadn't seen him in person. And so that first game I was there and I was looking at him and I thought, oh, he's tiny. He's tiny.
And then you texted me that, of course, and I had to keep my eye out here in Orchard Park when I saw him for the first time. Of course, coming off, the injury and everything. But Sheldon says we can't be overpaid in free agency. It seems like we do that every off season.
Okay, so what's the solution?
Sheldon, everybody, what's the solution?
What is the solution? Your quarterback, our quarterback,
we're getting old as fuck
needs. He needs that. He needs everything, I believe, to be perfect. What are we gonna do? Get some more rookies and bitch about rookies next year? I mean,
I like my rookies. I like everybody who we have.
Well, we're talking offensive line.
Oh, offensive line. Well, no, Davis can pack his bags, and I'm sorry. I get Austin Jackson. He's on and off, but I'm okay if he goes too. So,
but so we just throw.
I want to keep Hunt.
But okay, so what I'm saying is, what are we just going to fill it up with more rookies? I mean, we need to find
too.
That, and they're going to want to be paid, is what my point is. My point is that if that's what Tua needs, then somebody's got to pay.
Right.
Somebody has to pay for it. If you want him to succeed,
to up the cap, then somebody has to go then. Mike Gesicki's up. I want to keep Mike Gesicki. I like him. I love him. But again, it's a business, so it's so hard to.
It didn't seem like he was all that interested in staying.
No, I know. Well, look at all the bullshit that's going on, man. I wonder why some of them would even want to stay sometimes, with all the drama that goes on. But they seem like their family. It seems like they have respect for one another.
I don't think that our world out here is necessarily indicative of what the world inside Dolphin community is over there, because
this is Dolphin land,
and so we don't know what's happening there. We don't know if they're happy, if they're not. We can only, I sit here and I watch some of these interviews, and then everybody, you watch the comments, and then I think he's did you read this body language? Did you this? Man, you don't know shit.
Right.
I don't know shit. No, we can see two different things. We can see the same thing and have two completely different thoughts about it. And so none of us know shit. Nobody knows shit.
Well, Douglas says Gesicki is out of here because Tua and the OCs are holding him back. costing the man money.
Possibly. I mean, did they use him at all? They were not using him very much.
Well,
Not very
for
much.
a while though, he was being mauled. If you saw him, he was 2 to 3. He was double teamed a lot. But was he getting a lot of passes even if he wasn't? No, because Tua was using Waddle. It's like the Allen and Diggs show up here in Orchard Park. I'm telling you, that's how I felt. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I just think that if Tua's first read is not there, he's still not at the point where he can make something happen somewhere else.
What is you have a lot of people that debate, but they're not debating. They're debating like children. So I don't even know. I mean, I can't even go on something and look because it's all a bunch of bullshit.
That's not debate. That's fighting.
Oh, gosh,
yes. If anybody sat here, and this is my take on this game. I'm not talking about the season. I'm talking about this game. If I saw people on Twitter and they're saying, "Oh, poor Tua, it was the weather. It was the offensive line." Are you serious? I mean, own this one. He stunk. I mean, it wasn't even NFL caliber quarterbacking. I'm sorry.
And then to sit here following us, we're just talking about today's game.
Today's game.
Talking about Sunday's game.
Yeah, we're not. Season recap can be later. I'm talking about this past game. I'm talking about this past game, and he stunk it up.
I agree, and I think a lot of people would say that too. I don't think we're the only ones out there that said that he blowed. I really don't.
but I'm saying there's a very large amount of people that could not. There were 10,000 different reasons why.
Yeah, it's confusing.
And he wasn't the main reason. And I am sorry. This defense had it where it was 17-3 going into the fourth quarter. You had 8 or 9 possessions, and you only put 3 points on the board.
Right.
And then their punter was unbelievable. Kept nailing us back down there in our own. Yes. I mean, scaring the shit out of me. Even in the end zone, when he got the ball and was in the end zone, how much time did he hold that fucking ball? And I'm sitting here going, "Oh my God,
hurry, do something."
He had all this time to hold that ball. He holds on too long. And listen, maybe, quite possibly, his hip just doesn't allow him anymore. And I know people are going to say, "No, he's healed." How can you completely heal from a hip surgery completely and be 100% the same?
Are you asking me or a nurse?
Yeah.
Which one?
Whoever the fuck. Well, whichever fucking personality wants to answer.
Well, you know what? Nurse Joy is telling you that it is very difficult. Yes, you heal, but there's always long-term side effects. And one of those is weather. Is cold, snow, damp, rain.
Yeah,
it is. It's weather, and that's sad. But it's the truth. It is the truth. With any but hip surgery, yes.
I always go back to Dak Prescott and that video of him working his hips.
Oh yeah.
Before practicing. That always comes into my mind. It is to a completely 100% healed from that. Has that affected him? And I'm not saying, because of that, he shouldn't be the quarterback. What I'm saying is that now, that could explain a lot of these throws. Right. I mean, I'm tired of excuses.
Well, there are a lot of nitpicking and things that we could think could be wrong. But I honestly feel that it's just a couple people on the O-line, get a couple people. I feel we have plenty of weapons and let it rip. Just, and again, it's a
Yeah.
business. If that's what it's going to be, I'm not going to be sad about it. I'm going to wish him a lot of luck if that's, what happens. But as
I,
diehard fans, shit, I'm tired. I want a
yeah.
fucking Super Bowl, period.
Yeah.
I want to be able to compete in playoffs and not get blown out of the ballpark. Our
Yeah.
first game of the season against Buffalo, our last game. We need to be able to keep up with these Bills right here in this town. Are we able to keep up with them in this city? Absolutely no way. We are
And not in
nowhere
Miami either. And not
no,
in Miami either.
no, we're nowhere close to competing with Buffalo.
Buffalo has our number. Buffalo has our number, period.
Well, the Patriots, they won the other night, 50 to God only, I even forgot the score. 50 points and something else. The Patriots. But,
Yeah.
they're up next. We have to, if we want to win, which honestly, I'm hoping we do. I want to win
Yeah.
at Hard Rock so bad. The last
Oh, yeah.
game, I want to show everybody that we still have it in us. All right, we fucked up, people. We fucked up last week, yes, but we still have it in us.
Well,
And
I don't really give a crap about showing anybody shit, because really people are going to say we stink, and we do.
I would like to see the Patriots
I would like, just
and
for
go
pride.
4-2 in the division. That shows something.
And Rick says he needs us to do that so that help his Raiders make the playoffs.
Listen, my friends here in Buffalo, apparently, if we win against the Patriots, Buffalo comes in at number 1 in the AFC East. That it boils down to us, and let me tell you, I'm taking chicken wing bets. I swear to God, I'm hoping for that reason. If they say if we win, they're going to deliver chicken wings to my house. So I'm totally on the picture when that happens.
Yeah, I want to at least, sweep the Patriots.
Yes,
right now, it's just pride. But
Before
you know what?
division.
Yes, Sheldon,
Yes.
we will have a winning record for the second year in a row, but that's just not enough anymore. That's just not enough. We need better than a winning record. We need to get into the playoffs. It's just too long.
Well, I think
it's just too long.
Patriots. He's talking
No,
about
what he's saying. No, I understand what he's saying. He said if we win on Sunday, we'll have a winning record for the year. Second year in a row.
Sheldon wants the playoffs just as much as we do.
But that's just not enough. It's just not enough anymore. And I agree that I don't believe that Tua is elite. Not with what he's shown me.
Right.
Now, does that mean he won't ever be? I don't know. But I haven't seen it. I have not seen what you guys put out there and said he was going to be. I have not seen that. And that's your damn fault for building this kid up before he even threw a fucking ball in the NFL. I'm sorry. Nick Saban, look what he does over there in Alabama. I mean, yeah, it looks all nice and wonderful, but, this kid hasn't shown me he's elite. I don't know what people are seeing, but it hasn't been shown to me. Hopefully but you don't have to be elite. You have to be good enough. And for me right now, he's just average.
Thank you for using the word average. You just used the word average.
Yeah. Well, I've done that about Tua from the beginning of the season. He's an average quarterback.
Average.
Well,
average.
but you're talking about the season. I never said the offensive line was elite. You never heard that come out of my mouth. And I thought that the offensive line was good this week. They were good. They gave him plenty of time. I watched it over. Remember, I'm not talking about the season. I'm talking about this past game. And they did what they had to do. He did not do what he had to do.
That he did not do it. We're both in agreement. And you're telling me something that I agree.
I take offense when somebody tells me that my defense stunk, didn't do enough. You're fucking kidding me. They had it where going into the fourth quarter, it's 17-3. when are you gonna fucking score? I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
this was
we
not
couldn't
even close
get
to being.
right, and we couldn't even get field goals to get up to that amount.
No,
Points.
no,
So we could.
no.
I said to you, God, can we at least rely on the defense and the special teams to win this game?
Yeah.
Because we knew the
How many
offense
games?
was in this game.
How many games in our 7-game winning streak did we have a defensive score? I mean, come on. I'm not hearing nobody shit about the defense. You can go fuck yourselves about the defense because the defense was Super Bowl caliber for the 7 fucking games. I'm not talking about the first 7.
Right.
First 7, they were good. They weren't Super Bowl caliber.
Right.
They were missing key components. Offense has stunk from the beginning to the end.
Yep. Amen, girl.
As far as Sheldon, like I said before, I mean, what quarterbacks are really out there? Deshaun Watson? I mean,
well, we'll have to revisit that when the time comes, I mean, we both, disappointed. Everybody in Dolphin Land is disappointed about this last game. So in order to proceed to Sunday, which I want to win, you want to win, we want to win, but there's got to be consistency. There's got to be offensive to put points on the board, special teams, all of it. And then hopefully we will win, That's all we can do.
Hopefully.
My girl.
I say make him his perfect team. Make him what he, obviously desperately needs, perfection everywhere, and then see what he does. Give him one more year, because really this is, would you consider this his 3rd year, his 2nd year? I mean, or 2nd year?
Well,
I mean,
at the beginning, that's very hard because he's played 20 games.
Yeah.
So
is 20 games enough?
In 2 seasons. So, I have no idea at this point. I'll be honest. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just want to go out next Sunday and just win on a good note. I want to win and just, win on a good note. So, but I think what we can do is, I'm hoping next week, Tuesday, maybe we can recap the whole season. Some highlights, this and that. Are you up for it?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of the same. A lot of, God damn it, we suck.
Well, you and I are gossip, so, maybe we can do that next Tuesday to close out our season podcast.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we want to thank you very much for watching and listening to Tara and I bitch, because we're good at it. So
yeah.
All right.
Are we?
I love
Are
you.
we?
Yeah, we are. I love you. Stay safe, and everybody else stay safe too out there. All right. Fins up, babe.